Hi there. Welcome back to my craft corner. Oh, excuse me. So today I'm going to be working on some felt poppies. Oh, excuse me. A couple of the ladies asked me if I would make them some. We were so busy last year making these, um, and I think that we all just forgot to save ourselves one. All right, so I'm going to do this really quick. I had to review the instructions because I forgot. I don't know if it's been a year or over a year. But anyways, there are 3 different sizes that you can use. This is a medium size, and this is the ones that we really make a lot. And I could tell because it's really worn out. I've got to make a new one. And then this is the larger one. It's pretty big. And then the really tiny one, which is cute, but it's really small. So, I'm going to clip these together. I went ahead and what you do is you trace. I don't even know if you could see that, but I traced. These are the larger ones. I have one sheet here that I'm going to have to make, and I traced the smaller circle. So this is going to be the smaller one. I can't use the reverse side because then you'll see the pencil or the pen mark on the other flower if I may try to make it big. So you can't reuse it or recycle. So I'll have to see if I can pick up some more of this felt. But for right now, I'm going to make whatever I can. So after I circled or traced it, I cut them. And I cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cut one more. Let me see. Let me trace. I'll trace it one more. Trace one more and then make it. And you could use a pencil, a marker, whatever you want. I use a pen because a pencil won't go through. Now I sew, and so I was trying to use a marker that I use to mark my fabric. That doesn't work, it's too thick. But whatever you find, and what you feel more comfortable. So I traced that one, and I'm going to cut it out now. I'm not sure if I'm going to do 4 petals, or I'm sure you can see what I'm doing, or 5. I was doing 6 before, and it really turned out really big. Very full. Now, when you buy the felt, I'm a touchy-feeling person, so I have to be there to see, because they have very thin, very fine, and then they have a thicker one, and then they have one that's really thick. You can't even bend it. So there we go. So I cut that one. I'm going to put this aside. I got my glue gun here. Oh, actually, I even had some right here that I traced. Oh, well. Okay, let me put some paper on my mat because this mat is my my sewing mat. So let me use this here. This is just your painter. You could find it at Home Depot. I use this for everything. I use it like anytime I'm going to use glue. There we go. Just cut a piece off. And I'm using this because I don't want to get glue all over my mat. Okay. All right. So what you're going to need is the pattern, brochure clips. Now I have different sizes. I have really tiny ones for the smaller circle, for the smaller poppy. And then I have this one here. I know I bought this online. It's a 45 millimeter silver brooch. That's what these are, okay? And then my pom-poms. These are medium. They do have large and they have small. The small are good for the smaller ones. These are good for the medium. I'm not sure if I did. I know I did a couple of large. I didn't do very many large. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this as my center. Oh, actually, hold on. I need some clips. I've got some sewing clips that I could use. Okay, and I'm going to hold them close. What you do first is you fold, and this is how I do it. I fold it in half. Let me see if I could bring it down a little. Okay, fold the circle in half. Now when I fold the circle in half, I'm going to open it back up, and right there, right in the center, I'm going to put a little bit of glue. And then I'm going to fold it again, edge to edge, and sew it all the way around. I mean, close it. Now hold it there for a little while. Don't put too much glue because then it gets really hard with the glue. Now I'm going to fold it in half again, and that's just to find the center. And then I'm going to put another piece of a little bit of glue, a real small dot. I don't know if you could see that. And then just close that. What I do next, because I want them to stay closed, I use a clip. Make sure I don't get glue on it, but I use the clip to hold it there. I did a video on this about, oh, I must say a couple of years ago. Be careful with the glue because it is hot. Just fold it in half again. And when you're folding it, and you'll feel it, once the glue gets dry, you will feel it get very hard, and then you won't be able to flex the, be able to bend the felt. So I'm going to do, let me see, I have 1, 2, I'm going to do maybe 5. I think 4, the poppy will be too small. You can put up to 6. And that is hard when you put up to 6. And I'm trying to remember how I did this because it's been a while. But some of the ladies asked me for them, and I said, oh, yeah, sure, I'll make some. I'm going to see them on Wednesday, and so I want to make sure they're done for them, take them to my meeting. Okay. I know when I made these before, it was like an assembly line. I had my table filled with these felts, which was really nice. It's such a beautiful day today. I'm feeling warm right now. This light here gives off a lot of heat. Okay, and just close this up. I'm not going to put it where the glue is at because then it spreads the glue. I'm just going to let it blow. Just leave it there. Just put it in the center, see, because this is what you want. That's a petal. I have been busy with my other crafts. I'm in the process of sewing something. I have an order, and for an apron. And I did that this morning. I was working on it. I didn't finish it. I was working on it this morning at my community center, my circle. Okay, and then I'm going to now, that's 5, okay. So I'm going to let it dry a little bit, because then I'm going to glue each one here in the center. And I think I'm going to use a smaller one. See, I'm going to use the smaller one. And I'm going to glue those all the way around. Let me see, they should be dry. Yeah, they feel dry. So you can either mark the center. I'll just put a little dot right where the center. I'm going to squeeze this, finger press it. And then I'm going to mark it with my pen where approximately the center is at, which is right down the middle, right there. Now I'm going to add glue on the tip. And I'm going to just put it right on top of that circle. And if I remember, all of the petals should go the same direction. You know, the opening should go into each one. So, a little glue there. Right there. I'm going to see if I can put 5. These are so pretty. You see? I'll show you right now. Because when you open them up, they're going to lay inside. I have done many of these and I still make mistakes. Need some more glue. It's 4 o'clock. I'm ready for dinner. I feel it. I'm going to try to squeeze 5 in here. I really am. Some kind of, and that's the reason that you keep these. When you put them in there, you make sure that the opening of the petal is at the same size, at the same side. Another one here. And like I say, I have a full demonstration on the last time I made these. I don't even know if they're still on Facebook. Here we go. See that? Isn't that pretty? I'm going to let it sit there for a while. Now I'm going to get the pom-pom, put some glue in the middle, and I like to give it enough. That's going to look perfect. I like to give it enough glue. Don't put it on the pom-pom, put it in the flower petal. Because if you put it on your finger, you're going to burn yourself. And just hold it there for a little while. See that? Now you got a poppy. This one I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done 6. When I did the 6, it was too crowded. It was too difficult to put them in. There you go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the clip on the back. And I'm just going to keep making these. Here's the clip. It's your regular brooch clip. I'm going to put just a little bit of glue back here. Not a lot. And then I'm going to just lay this here. Now, if you feel you didn't put enough glue, you could always put it on the top. Just lay it on the top. But make sure you put enough glue and you make sure that it's really holding the clip. I have had people tell me, oh, it came apart. When I was making these a lot, I make them for the American Legion Auxiliary. These poppies are in remembrance of those that gave the biggest gift for our freedom in the military. So I was carrying my glue gun around at that time. Said, no problem, bring it to me. And I got the glue gun and wherever I was at, I would plug the glue gun. I always made sure that I had glue sticks and glue. There you go. Voila! So I think I didn't look at I gotta look at my notes. I think I have to make 5 of these. I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna keep making these until I reach 1, 2, at least 3 of them. At least 3. So I've already traced these, and now I'm just gonna Go all the way around. I love making these. I really do. Gives me a lot of satisfaction and peace. It's so peaceful. It's so easy. All the way around. And I'm not going to make that many. Not right now. All the way around. One of the tips I'll give you is that when you're cutting it, make sure that you cut it. Try not to let the tracing, the ink or whatever you're using, show on the petal, because when you put it together, you'll see the dark. I've had to do that before, where I see the pencil or the pen, and I just trim it. But try to make sure that it's not showing. So kind of cut inside the line that you made, if that makes any sense. And just cut all the way around. We had an early lunch today, and I'm not sure what I'm going to make for dinner. I feel like having spaghetti, but I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. I think I had some traced already here. Oh, those were it right there. 4. I think I purchased these at Joann's. I don't know where I'm going to buy them now. I know that, you know, I'll just save this little thing here. And I'll scan it and see where it tells me. Walmart probably has them. If you do these, don't buy the red felt during Valentine's Day, or because it's going to be hard to find them because everybody's buying that. Christmas, 4th of July, because they're going to be gone. I don't buy it by the yard because I really don't care for the feel of it. It's very, as a matter of fact, I think I have by the yard. I just don't like, it's very lightweight, and I don't care for that because I want the poppy to have a little firmness, you know. It's, oh, see, 4, 5. I just need one more. Yeah, okay. And then just trace. I mean, just cut. We already trace. So it's cut, trace, glue. You could, if you don't have a hot gun, a glue gun, you can sew them. You can actually sew them. I know I did some I made so many of them at one time that I was sewing the petals together. There we go. 5. Okay, let's make one more. Got this here. Let's close it up first. The glue goes right about, oops, right about the middle. Just a little bit, a little dab will do ya. Do you remember that? Oh, you're probably not as old as I am. A little dab will do ya. I'm trying to think, what was that? Just clip it closed. Let it set there for a while. I'm using my small glue gun, and it's not as sturdy as the big gun. But the big gun is too big for this kind of project. Okay. There we go. And I'm not trying to touch these clips with the glue, because those are my clips to sew. You can use any kind of clip. You can even use little clothespins. As a matter of fact, I got some for Christmas. Oh yeah, I got somebody to, they made me a little bag, and it was so cute. It was filled with candy. I'll show it to you right now. But you could use those little clotheslines. As long as it just holds it close, and it'll set the glue for a little while. 1, 2, 3. I'll make one more. Easy peasy. Very easy. You can even get the kiddos to do this. Not the little ones. Not the tiny ones. Not the 3 and 4. I don't even think 5 because they are working with hot glue. Got to be careful with that. And the reason I don't want to spend so much time with this is because I've already done it. I've already done a video. I've already done a video. There we go. Okay. Let that set there. There we go. I'm gonna get my clip out. Now I've made flowers. Oh, I think I showed them out of fabric. I love doing this kind of stuff. Okay. Okay. Right on the tip here. Oh, I didn't mark the center. I like to mark the center because it's easier for me. You don't have to, but I like to. Because that's where I put the tip. Right there. Put the tip. Making sure all the petals are aimed the same direction. Like I say, I've done it before. I've had the opening of the petal the other way. Oh, it is just frustrating. And while you're doing it, make sure that the edges here are even up. While the glue is hot, you can maneuver it. It hasn't dried up yet. But once it dries up, you won't be able to do anything. That's it. I'm using, I believe this is Gorilla Glue. If you want to start this, making some, make with only 4 petals. 4 petals will be good. See how they lay? Now, if it does come out and it's not even, see right there? What I'll do is just get the scissors and clip it at the end. Okay. I probably didn't center it. Put some glue. Isn't that easy? Put that in there. See, they're all even except for this one. So all I'm going to do is get the scissors and just clip it. You don't even have to go all the way around, just to where this side is going to show. I like to open it up and then just squeeze them in. See that? Can't even tell. Turn it over. I'm going to put some glue. That's it. There we go. This one looks like it had a little more glue. If you want, you could put a little bit on the sides, however you want. Just don't put too much. These are just, goes right around the hoop right there. Really easy. I like the bigger one because it's easier to put on. Oh, one of my friends gave me this one today. And I thought it was so cute. This clip is a little bit different. Somebody made this one. This is so cute. It's a book. And the book opens up. We didn't discover it until after she gave. There's a little loop there. And it opens up. And you could put a picture in here or in here. Until I put my eyeball on each one. Isn't that, I mean, this is really nice. This is work here. I really liked it. I really like it, not liked it. See, that's a smaller brooch or clip. Brooch clip. But I really like it. It's cute. I love brooches. I like to make stuff like this. Okay, that's it. That's 2 there. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to see how much more I have and I'm going to finish. But there you go. 1, 2, ready to go. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.